the one sound every wrestler loves to hear at the end of their match. When you think of Upper Peninsula sports, usually hockey, football, and basketball come to mind. But what about professional wrestling? I went to Gladstone this past weekend for the latest show, brought to you by UPW. A superstar, a luchador, an English gentleman. These are the characters that turn this gym into a pro wrestling spectacle.
Well, we use wrestlers from all over the country. We've used guys that's been on WWE. A Rhino, who just lost the WWE SmackDown Champions, was one of our regular wrestlers. A Sabu from ECW was with us almost full-time a few years ago. We use independent wrestlers from all over the country.
Upper Peninsula Wrestling, or UPW, was founded back in 1999 by Escanaba natives Peter Sisko, Rick McCarty, and Brett Weber, better known as Peter B. Beautiful, Slick Rick, and Supreme Brett Powers.
We have the soap opera aspects. We tell the stories, but then again, we have the high-flying, hard-hitting wrestling action. Everything that you love about professional wrestling, you can see locally here at UPW.
They began doing just a few shows a year to being able to do a show once a month for the past 5 years. They used to be based out of Escanaba, but they moved to Gladstone back in 2014. UPW also goes on the road, which includes traveling to places like Ironwood and Crystal Falls, and their fan base includes fans of all ages.
I've come to just about every single one since I was about 12. It's just really exciting. I get to see really cool action that I don't get to normally see.
That's really what it's all about. When it comes down to it, it's the kids. And it's to see them looking up to you and realizing it. I mean, that's when you really realize it and you notice it. It makes you step up your game even more.
Many of the wrestlers have traveled across the country doing shows, but they find UPW to be very unique.
The crowd, the atmosphere, the building itself. There's a lot of character in this establishment that you don't get at a lot of other places. Sometimes the smaller, more intimate settings give you a better platform to showcase your abilities and take these people on a wild and, if I may say, ridiculous ride.
Different crowd. It's definitely one of those atmospheres where the people love it up here. You get a lot of consistent people coming here every single show, and I think that makes it cool because you get that connection with them.
UPW usually gets upwards of 300 people to their shows, and this is one of their smaller crowds, but the interaction between them and the wrestlers is something to marvel at. Saturday's Winter Warfare was a special one that saw the in-ring retirement of Peter B. Beautiful, as well as Slick Rick defeating Brock Hall for the UPW Heavyweight Championship. And that kind of unpredictability is what keeps their fans coming back.
You really never know what you're going to get, we've had legends just pop in because they have the same passion that we have, and that's what we like to do, is you really never know what you're going to get. Just really come out and just engulf yourself into it, and I almost guarantee you're going to enjoy it.
The next event is UPW Pro Wrestling Fight Night, which takes place on February 18th. For ticket information, head to their Facebook page, UPW Pro Wrestling. To keep yourself up to date on every sports story, local, regional, or national, you can follow me on Twitter at SamABC10Sports or like our Facebook page at facebook.com/SamAliABC10Sports. That had to be one of the more fun stories that I've ever done.
I was going to ask, that looks so exciting.
Yeah, it was very exciting, and like I said, a lot of kids that were there who knew the wrestlers by name.
Really?
They do watch the WWE, but at the same time, they've developed a following with UPW, and just people of all ages out there hurling insults at the wrestlers, and the wrestlers hurling insults at them.
I kept though kind of cringing when they just body slam each other.
Yeah,
I've never really watched wrestling.
It's really when you a lot of people who say the whole it's fake kind of thing. When you actually go see it in person, it's a big difference. And
have you ever tried it?
No, I don't think my body is built to take that kind of punishment.
Yeah.